because he's sad. He's a little down in the dumps.
Hey, everybody.
He's Adam Thielen.
Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
What up?
Adam. My apologies that you've even met Corey Cove.
Yeah, sorry.
And then he jinxes you, and now you're out for the season.
I know. Does he have anything to say to me, or still nothing?
Oh, well, I mean, can you apologize for saying the F word on TV a bunch on last weekend? Because I had to explain to my kid why Adam Thielen was swearing on the football field.
What?
I actually, to my defense, never said the F word once. I did say fudge though.
Yeah, I'm a bad lip reader, but man, that we all obviously felt for you because when you were taking your helmet off and it was very obvious you were just pissed, right? You had just come back. You looked like you were close to 100%, and man, that's got to be super frustrating to have it almost immediately go the wrong way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you you kind of know right then that you messed up pretty good. Obviously, it feels that way. So it was a bummer, but it's part of the game. I wanted to be out there with my teammates and trying to help this team win, and it's a bummer not being out there, but. It is what it is, and got to figure out a way to come back even better and cheer these guys on in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully they can make a run.
Hey, Adam, it's Ben, and I'm so sorry that you had a surgery and that you're out for the season. I did want to ask you this because of that. When you got tackled in this last game and you were on the ground yelling fudge, 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 and then you go off to the sideline, we were all wondering, okay, is he going to come back in the game? What happened in that interim time period to allow you to get back onto the field? Was it just letting the pain subside? Did you do some sort of therapeutic? What did you do to get back on the field to play in the game?
Yeah, just letting the pain calm down a little bit. Usually come out for a few plays and you start to feel a little better, and I still was able to function. I was able to run and stuff. So I did that and felt like I could play, and went in for a couple plays and immediately felt that something wasn't right. So it was a bummer, but you always try to give it a couple plays and let it calm down a little bit and see if you can go.
And if this had been done earlier in the season, I mean, what's the projection for the number of weeks you probably would have missed? And number two, from your standpoint, which relies on quick cuts and everything else, the doctor's very sure that you're going to be able to come back and be 100%.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's actually a pretty quick recovery, which
is it.
Thankfully, it's one of those things where you never want to have surgery, but if you're going to have it, hopefully it's one that's a pretty quick recovery and not a long timeline. So I think if it was normal season, maybe beginning of the year, it'd probably be 6-8 weeks, somewhere in there. But it's never fun having surgery. But like I said, at least it's not too bad.
Adam, it's Meat Sauce. I just wanted to thank you for being a nice guy all season.
Well, I appreciate you, Sauce. You've been awesome.
And if you heal up, will you please play golf with me?
Hey, that's what rehab's going to be in the next 4 weeks. Is going to get me back on that course. So I'll definitely play some golf with you.
Okay, bye.
Adam, thank you, buddy. We appreciate your time,
Adam.
man, and good luck with the recovery. And we hope to continue to talk to you even though you're through as we make it into the playoffs and beyond.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys.
See you, buddy. Take
See you,
care.
man. Good luck.
Adam Thielen always brought to you by the Thielen Foundation and ETS Performance. Only had a couple of minutes for this morning, so we had to let him go. But
Man, it sucks.
and it wasn't. I was going to ask him, but I didn't want to take up the time. But because I knew that Sauce had to ask him to play golf. But
Thank you. Sorry, I ruined it.
no, it's like,
One final question. I just wanted to say thanks for being a nice guy.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. There wasn't anything dirty on that play, right, Ben? I was.
He wrapped him up by the ankles, but again, it's not that defender's responsibility to say I can't tackle him with his ankles because he's hurt. Yeah, it was a fair, clean tackle.
He didn't gator roll him or anything like that.
Okay, cool. Good. Yeah. Did we ever talk to Ben, by the way, about the entire controversy with the guy who punched Adam in the back a couple of weeks ago? I can't remember. Did we ever
Josh
talk to him?
Norman? I think we did.
I think we did.
Did he ever reach out to you?
Josh Norman reach out to me?
Yeah, did he reach out to you and apologize to you?
No. But apparently it sounded like he did to Adam.
Yeah, he did.
Which makes everything all better, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, he's cool in my mind. It's like, all right, I get it. Things happened in the course of plays and games and stuff like that, and it was a jerk move. But it was nice to hear that he realized it was a jerk move and apologized for it. So
I know we brought this up a couple weeks ago as well, but again, the guys that have 10 or more touchdowns this year receiving in the NFL, Cooper Kupp has 14, Mike Evans 11, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, and Thielen with 10. And Thielen has played 13 games, and everybody else has played 14 or 15.
That's really something, man.
He's one of 5 guys with 10 or more touchdowns. He is a ridiculous red zone threat for a guy that's not 6'5" like Calvin Johnson was or something back in the day.
Right.
He just outruns everybody when it comes to routes.
And let me just say, like
kind of like Diggs used to.
Yeah.
And give him props for being so as tough as he is, because he's dealt with some injuries, in this past. But a high ankle sprain is no joke. I know that it kind of gets thrown around like, he's got a high ankle sprain and, should be back in a week or two, maybe miss a game. High ankle sprain's stuck. If anybody's ever had a high ankle sprain, it is way worse than just a normal ankle sprain. And so for him to like go through that pain and all through the rehab, try to get out there and tough it out for the guys, and then, take a breather on the sideline and like, okay, I think I can do this again. It wears on you because it is a stabbing pain. It's unlike anything that you've probably experienced if you just rolled your ankle on the basketball court.
With the assortment of changes that are always coming, in particular, I think after this season, Ben, where does Adam Thielen fit into the mix? Because you have a receiver who's making good money right now. The shelf life of any player like at that position sometimes can be pretty short. I'm looking at him like, well, we've gotten the best out of him. Corey just mentioned how many touchdowns. He obviously is a huge threat, still continues to be. Any ideas how the Vikings would approach him with Jefferson already set?
Are you saying they're going to cut him?
No. I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm just saying
him out of here?
No, not at all. Financially, there are always tough decisions to make, whether you're talking about Daniil Hunter, you're talking about Anthony Barr, you're talking about Adam Thielen, guys who get up a little bit, although obviously Daniil's, 26 years old. He's hardly.
Jeez Louise,
yeah, and that's something. So I don't know. It's just a rhetorical question, but then you get an injury and you go, well, does he got another year? Did he sign a new deal?
He did sign he signed a deal. He's definitely under contract, I think, for the next 2 years.
His cap hit next year is 16.9.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that, and you have it pulled up. I don't have that, over the cap or spot rack or whatever.
Oh, here we go. Okay, thanks.
So where's Thielen? Okay, he's third. He's gonna be the third highest.
Yeah.
And that's 20. Okay, you have it filtered for 2022. Yeah, man, he's gonna count the third highest on the team. And the thing is, I do think that those things are on the table. You have to look at those things. I think, Kirk Cousins is going to account for 21% of the cap next year, even adjusted for the elevation of the salary cap going up. So, and it seems like it's not one of those contracts you can really get out of. I don't think they can do a lot of reshuffling. They're like, oh, we can make this part of this signing bonus or whatever. They can get creative, but the point is, it sounds like you're stuck with Cousins' contract. So you might get that 21% down to like 18 or 19, but I think the benefit that Thielen has had this year is by elimination, by him out of the lineup, nobody has stepped up. It'd be one thing if Amir Smith, Marset somehow had these breakout games. If KJ Osborne took over and became the number 2, and we had these other guys that stepped up. I think his leverage is what are you guys going to do without me?
Right.
You are going to be a little bit strapped for cash when it comes to the salary cap. We all know that we need help at defensive end. We need help at cornerback. We need help on the defensive side, where I think they should spend some money. You need help at the offensive line. There's probably going to be some upgrades on the interior offensive line, probably in free agency, and you're probably going to have to pay for that. So where in the hierarchy is paying wide receivers? And if you're going to let him go or restructure a contract, I see more of a restructuring as opposed to letting him go, because you want to get his cap number down. That he'd probably take as long as he wasn't losing money. I could see him restructuring his contract.
Why wouldn't you stay here forever?
Right.
Yeah, right.
And I think it's appropriate on both sides. Look, he's a little injury prone, and yes, he's got the 10 touchdowns, but he's no longer wide receiver 1. Everybody knows that Justin Jefferson's the guy. So how do you want to finagle that room and allocate the salary cap money to the wide receivers when you have all these other issues that you have to spend money on? So I don't think it'd be I don't think it'd be out of bounds to ask him to restructure. Now, if I were him and his agent, I'd be like, well, we'll restructure. We're not taking less money. You got to give us the money. It's gonna come out in a creative way. But I think a guy like him, Anthony Barr, great chance that he's not on the team next year. I mean, they've restructured his deal to
give like
it
was to be a 1-year deal
to make him a free agent after this year. Right. And I think, for his knee issues, we don't know how severe it is, how chronic it is. I think that can come off the books.
Yep.
There are a couple guys that are low-hanging fruit when it comes to contracts that you're definitely going to have to look at in the offseason, and Thielen's one of them.
And you got a very good wide receiver draft, and you probably will have a top 15 pick.
Correct.
Yep.
Lots to discuss and lots to figure out, right? And there's still 2 games left.
Oh, yeah,
it's
there
not
are,
over
by the
yet,
way.
Right? It's not over, is it?
No, it's
not
will be,
mathematically
not over.
yet.
Not over.
Not
this
tonight.
weekend.
Yeah, in fact, you know what? Zach right now, thanks to our friends at Hy-Vee, is going to tell us how we can make the playoffs, how we're going to do it, who's going to win. It's a Vikings report with Zach Halverson.
Yeah, Chris, when we come back, I'm going to tell you about a prestigious award that was awarded to a Minnesota Viking.
Get your
Time
free
now for the Vikings
COVID-19 vaccine at Hy-Vee. Go to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy to schedule an appointment. That's right. Just go online and reserve your time. Getting your vaccine has never been easier. This is your shot to help protect yourself and your loved ones from the COVID-19 virus. Just go online to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy and schedule your COVID-19 vaccine. Don't delay. Make your appointment now.
With the Vikings Report, thanks to Hy-Vee, I'm Zach Halverson. Anthony Barr is the Vikings recipient for the 2021 Ed Block Courage Award. The award recognizes one player from every NFL team who radiates sportsmanship and courage. Barr returned to the field this season after missing most of the 2020 campaign with a torn pectoral muscle. Barr has 53 tackles, a half sack, and 3 interceptions for Minnesota this year. You can see Anthony Barr and the Minnesota Vikings battle the Green Bay Packers and hear him right here on The Fan this Sunday night.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center, here's a look at the roads. 494 southbound from Fish Lake Interchange to 212 is 14 minutes. 94 westbound from 35E to La Real Tunnel, again at 10 minutes. 35E southbound from Forest Lake Split to downtown St. Paul, that's 18 minutes. And 169 southbound from 394 to 494, that's 8 minutes. That's traffic on The Fan. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market.
Get real about flavor and freshness at your local Fresh Time Market. All natural, boneless, skinless chicken tenders are just $2.99 a pound, now through January 4th. Fresh Time Market. Get real.
No, you're exactly right, Sauce. It's Chris Hockey back for Builders Remodelers at buildersremodelers.com. And he was saying to me, because he came over the other day, and he's like, dude, you want to go